Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Donna, and for those of you who are not, hello. Thank you so much for clicking on this channel's video content again and again, and thank you so much for continuing to support my channel. Today I'm actually coming to you with a different kind of video for me anyways. It's something that I do on a regular basis, but not something that I do and televise. And I actually got the idea from my girl Lisa that does YouTube videos as well. I'll link her channel down in the description box. Hopefully you all saw my video in regards to what my channel was, the how it's going to be video, I think it's called. And it basically just goes through like some of the things that my channel was for the last year and what I want it to be, like goals for my channel, right? Mostly my first year of YouTube was a lot about hauling. I did a lot of hauls because, well, to be perfectly honest, I was new in this whole makeup venture, didn't have a whole lot of makeup to play with, and therefore was hauling a lot so that I could have some makeup to talk about and to play with, and suffer from a little bit of a beauty addiction. I love purchasing new makeup, but this year I kind of want to steer away from the hauls and start doing some stuff with the products that I've purchased over the last year. I got this idea from Lisa to do kind of like a wheel decision maker tool app that decides for you what kind of palette that you're going to be using for the week, and then coming on the following week and talking about that palette, and then also picking a new palette for the week. This is something that I regularly do on my own without putting it in a video. I decide which palettes I'm going to be using on Sunday for the week and put them on top of my vanity. So those are the palettes that I'm pulling from all week long. But it's not something that I've televised, nothing that I've recorded. So she led me to a channel, the girl on that channel, Dani, I think her channel name is Danibo. She does a palette of the week using the Will Decide app. And I think it's an amazing series. It's probably the best series I've watched on YouTube, and I want to do the same thing. I think that there is an amazing idea. And so I'm crediting Dani because she's the one that Lisa led me to that gave me this idea, and I think it's an amazing idea. She credits a subreddit for the same kind of thought process. I don't know what subreddit she read. I couldn't tell you. She started her palette a week like a year ago, and her reasons are very different from mine-ish, I guess. She's doing them as a chopping block series. So I'm going to do this palette a week. I'm going to decide at the end of this week if this palette is worth keeping in my collection or not. She's also been in makeup quite a bit longer than I have. So mine is not going to be palette a week to decide whether or not I will be keeping a palette at the end, but it's a palette a week to get some use out of all the palettes that I have. So she used the Will Decide app, and I also downloaded that and am going to be using it. It looks like this, and you put all of your palettes into this wheel, and then you spin it and it picks a palette for you. What I will say is I also put my palette of my singles. So I have a palette that holds just Sydney Grace singles. I put that in here. I also have a palette that holds ColourPop singles. I put that in here. I also, on the flip side of that palette, have just a menagerie of other single shadows that I've received from, say, Ipsy, just randoms. Some I think there's Ofra in there. There's some Elizabeth Mott in there. There's a whole bunch of just menagerie of them. And so I put those in here as well. What I'm wondering if they don't get chosen this time is My thought process is picking two different palettes, because if I get a palette like my Carity Frost palette, I'm not going to be able to use that as a standalone palette for the whole week. It's all shimmers, and I don't put all shimmer on my eye because I'm old. A lot old. So I can't use all shimmers on my eye. I will use it as like a pop of color and whatnot. So if one of those palettes doesn't get chosen this time, I'm wondering if you guys would rather see those be the shadows that I'm using to help play with a palette all week, or if, I mean, I have enough Sydney Grace shadows to put them all in their own category here on this, but I maybe don't have enough of the others. Let me go get them. So this palette here is all Sydney Grace shadows, and it is dual-sided, and it's all Sydney Grace. So I have enough of those shadows to do just a palette of those. But like this side here is ColourPop, and it does have some, nope, I think this is all ColourPop. Hold on, let me pull that out. No. It does have these last three down here are ABH shadows. And then on this side is just like a menagerie of other stuff. There's some Makeup Geek in here. There's some, I think this is Hikari. This is an Ofra. These are, you know, just other things. And then I have 6 other Ofra shadows that could go in here. This I maybe wouldn't have enough to just play with on its own. So let me know what you guys think about that if they don't get picked this week. With that being said, I also have this drawer right here in my vanity is also single shadows. So like if I got the ColourPop single shadow one, I also have a slew of their Super Shock singles that I could add to that. So let me know how you guys feel about that. But with that being said, I won't be pulling from this Spin the Wheel as a chopping block kind of series. I'll actually be doing this as a just to get more use out of the palettes that I do own, because I feel like I'm consistently buying new and forgetting about the old stuff. So I'm really excited about this series. Thank you so much, Dani, for your continued effort in this series. I don't know that I will call it Palette a Week. She's my inspiration for this. I think that it's amazing, the series that she does, and I can't wait to, whoops, and I can't wait to actually get into it. So with that being said, this is the first week that we're doing this. Subsequent weeks, like she does, I will come back to you with the palette that we did use. I'll give you swatches. I'll show you some eye looks. During the week, I will do some, you know, maybe a get ready with me with that eye look, or one palette for looks or whatever with that palette, and that way you can see the eye looks that I do create with that palette, and then we will choose a new palette for me to use the following week. I will probably come to you on Mondays with this, but record on Sundays so I can start using the palette on Mondays. I have my name up there as Palette a Week, inspired by Danibo. Danibo. I don't know. Danibo. I don't know if that's what she goes on. Her series is amazing. You guys, I'll link it down there. Go watch it. It is so cool. And she's still one of those smaller YouTubers. Like, she has less than, you know, 5,000 subscribers. So she is amazing. She deserves a lot more than what she has, in my opinion. So we're spinning the wheel, spinning the wheel. I'm kind of scared at the same time. So that says Lunar Beauty, Life's a Drag. Let me go get that palette. So this is the palette that was chosen this week, which is kind of funny because it's one of those palettes that I purchased and then like quit using almost right away. So this is it. It does have a nice little mirror on it, and then inside it's got a little bit of everything. So it's got 6 mattes on this side that are neutrals, and then it's got 6 mattes on this side that are crazy color, and then it's got the 2 shimmers in the center. I actually really love this palette. This red is an amazing red. So I'm excited to have picked this as the first palette for my palette of the week. Like I said, I won't be doing a chopping block series with this because pretty much all of my product is fairly new to my collection within the last year or so, so I'm not looking to get rid of anything, but I am looking to get more use out of my stuff. So this is the first palette that we'll be using this week, and I am excited. I almost forgot to mention, please tell me what you want me to do with my single shadow palettes. Should I include them in the roulette wheel as a palette of the week choice, or help? Should I just use them to be a companion to the palette of the week that I do choose? I would really, really, really love your input on that, because I'm having a hard time with it. I also have a hard time sticking to one palette in a week. So let me know what you guys think. I think it would be a smarter decision to use them as companion pieces, but you let me know. So thank you so much for joining me today. Give me a big thumbs up if you're interested in this video type. I really hope that you are. I hope that it's something that you can get into. Go watch Dani's videos. They're amazing. Like I said, they'll be linked in the description box. I think once you get, you know, the concept of how this is going to go, it's going to be amazing. The only difference between her and myself, like I said, is that hers is ran as more of a chopping block series, and mine is just going to be ran of more of a get more use out of my stuff kind of series. So I hope that you look forward to watching my palette of the week next week, where I review this palette with you, talk more about the eye looks that I created with it, and then pick a new palette for the following week. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and I hope that you'll consider subscribing on your way out. I do upload content 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or Sunday, depending on how my work week goes. I'm thinking about throwing this in as a 4th video of the week, so let me know how you guys feel about that. I'll catch you guys in the comments section, and I'll see you next week with some afterthoughts on this guy. Bye guys.